Hi, and a very warm welcome to Wellbeing Mission Control. You know, when you're practicing well-being as a daily activity, one of the best ways for you to boost your sense of happiness and inner peace is by meditating. And I've been teaching meditation techniques for more than 25 years. And I guess, as you can appreciate, meditation covers a huge range of methods and approaches and techniques. In fact, we could argue that meditation has been present in almost every human culture that's ever existed. So there's a huge amount of choice, maybe too much choice. But I wanted to touch on this because I've had a few emails from people asking me to explore meditation a little more deeply. And let me start, if I may, with two simple ways of describing how Western culture approaches meditation. They're not the only ways, it's just a very simple, quick overview. The first is to go into passive mode. And these are the guided meditations that are really popular because all you have to do is find a quiet place to sit or lie down, close your eyes, relax and breathe, and listen to somebody who gives you guided instructions, who makes suggestions to help you to relax or really to achieve any state that's interesting for you. There is a huge amount of material, completely free, that's available online. So if you do a little bit of digging, a bit of research, you'll find a style and a voice, and even a range of subjects for meditation that'll fit in exactly with what you're looking for. Does it work? Absolutely. You could argue that a really good guided meditation is similar to a light hypnosis. Now, don't worry about hypnosis. It's just a change of consciousness. And as one of my colleagues was fond of saying, everything is an altered state of consciousness. But when we're a little bit more relaxed, we are more suggestible. So when you're using a guided meditation, you become more open to the kind of positive messages that are contained within this structured passive approach. And it works, it's really cool. Now, I mentioned there were two kinds of meditation for us to consider initially. Now, there is a little bit more complex. It involves a little bit more work because this is where you take control of the process and you guide the way that the meditation unfolds. That can involve using your own script. It can use seed mantras. The list is endless. But whatever approach you take, and it is possible to use images because in our culture we are absolutely overstimulated by imagery. Social media is just full of pictures and little bursts of information. But you can use imagery to train your mind to acquire a different state of consciousness. Now, we can talk about that more at length if the subject's interesting for you. But when you begin to take greater control over how you think and feel, how you're experiencing this energy, you can introduce different ideas. You can introduce your own positive suggestions. You're relaxed. You can be suggestible to your own suggestions. Absolutely. Happens all the time. But if you persevere with this method, and remember, the more you try to fight and control your thoughts and feelings, the more resistance you're going to encounter. You need to be much more relaxed. Because when you stop fighting, you stop engaging this massive amount of energy. And then there is an awful lot less resistance to the process of meditation and relaxation. But there's going to arrive a moment where you think, oh, what was that? And it's a moment of stillness. In the ancient traditions, it's called entering the silence. It's not something you can really engineer. It's almost as if it happens spontaneously. And when you're really relaxed, you may just slip into this state where there's nothing, there's no thought, there's no feeling. I have to say it's one of the most beautiful experiences you can possibly encounter because within that silence, within that apparent nothingness, is a very different set of perceptions, a different sort of consciousness. And there's an evolutionary step in helping you to understand more about who you are, what you're really capable of. It's a fantastic thing to acquire. Now, for that moment of stillness, it can feel quite exhilarating. A deep sense of profound joy and peace and calm. But you can't chase it. It's not a good idea to try and recreate the circumstances. You just allow it to arise and you just keep following your method of meditation. And you'll find that it arrives almost spontaneously of its own accord and that it lasts a little longer until you can maintain this state of stillness almost indefinitely. And then your meditation moves into a completely new dimension. That's a state of consciousness which is incredibly powerful and positive for your health, for your well-being, your sleep, your digestion, for every aspect of life. But it will challenge your sense of who you are. Entering the silence. It sounds beautiful, doesn't it? But it does take practice, like all the good things in life. Not because you have to apply yourself with great effort. You just have to learn to let go of everything that's getting in the way. Let go of the noise. Stop paying attention to all those voices screaming for attention in your head. Just learn to relax. Enter the stillness. Not even holding on to the stillness. And you find that it has an extraordinary impact on the quality of your life. Now, I love answering these questions, and as I said a bit earlier, I've been teaching meditation techniques and encouraging people to practice these methods for more than 25 years. So if you've got any questions or issues you'd like to discuss, you know what to do. Just email me, my address is in the description, and we can take this a little bit further. But in the meantime, I want to wish you a wonderful day, and I hope that you can take the time to experience meditation and really discover the power that is waiting to be revealed within you. I'll be back for you again soon.